Hey guys, I'm Clint Tompkins. We're out at McLean's RV in Rockwall, and I wanted to walk you through the new 2023 Travato. Now this is going to be the 59G floor plan. They've got two options, the G and the K. This is the G. Now they do also have a full lithium version, which would be the GL. That would be a different video, but just so you know, it is out there. So this is going to be built on the new Ram chassis. It's going to be a 3.6 liter V6, 280 horsepower. It's also going to have the new 9-speed transmission. So it's a really good setup, super drivable, super friendly for new folks to RVs, parking, you know, in and out of little small cities, towns, things like that. So we'll kind of start walking you through a few things out here. So just on the outside, real nice setup, long step bar, metal. It's not going to go anywhere. It's super solid. It's got little nice tie-ins down here, so if you got the pets outside, you can leash them up, or if the kids get too rowdy, you can tie them up so they don't want to run off as well. Nice big carefree awning, full LED light strip, as you can see here. It'll go in and out wherever you want to stop it. You can do that. Kind of moving back here. Coming in, you're gonna have a really nice big like a bug net. So you know, if you're parked somewhere, the weather's good, you want to leave the doors open, you can run the net down, keeps all the bugs, mosquitoes out. You know, you can enjoy the inside there. A little bit on the chassis on this. So in the Travato, you know, if you're going to be out kind of cold weather, high altitude stuff, this is a really good setup. You're going to have tank heaters on all your tanks. All your actual lines run in the floorboard, so most vans are going to be, you know, exposed to the temperatures, things like that. So it's a really good unit for cold weather, high altitude, things like that. If you'd like, we can kind of move in here and we'll talk about the cab conveniences and a lot of the new options that they upgraded for the 23 year model. All right, so we're in the driving compartment here. So something that's really nice on the Travato is the swivel seats. So super easy. It's kind of a really camouflage little lever there. So, you know, if you're not aware of it, it blends right in. Winnebago's really good about, you know, trying to blend everything in. So it's, you know, not an eyesore, you would say. But yeah, so you can swivel these around. Now, a lot of the cool stuff on the 23s, the upgrades are going to be up here. So first thing, huge screen here. So definitely a big upgrade from the previous one. Another cool feature is the rearview mirror. So you're asking, why do you have a rearview mirror? I can't see back there. Well, this is an actual digital TV screen. So you've got your rearview camera. It's going to look just like you're looking out of your car, but on here, but it's going to be your rear view camera. So super nice feature there. You know, you get a lot of the high-tech driving assist features. So traditionally Ram has been a little kind of behind the curve, you would say, compared to like a Mercedes Sprinter. So this year's upgrade, they've, I would say, pulled neck and neck with the Mercedes. You're getting all the high-tech driving assist, all your hand controls on your steering wheel here, all touch screen, you know, push to start, electric windows, doors, locks, all that good stuff. So, you know, without getting too crazy on all the features, it's basically all the features you're going to have in a Mercedes. The lane keep assist, it'll actually help read road signs, it's got active braking, you know, all the bells and whistles. So really good upgrade for this year to really, you know, improve the Ram. Another cool feature is this little charge pad here. So you literally, if you got the right phone, set your phone or tablet in there, it's going to self-charge without having to plug in. So, you know, super handy. It's a good setup there. You know, and with the swivel seats, you can actually turn around. You've got a nice pole here. So there's actually a table that I'll kind of show you in a minute, but it'll mount into that spot over there. You can also transfer it to here. You've got a nice little power station here. So, you know, if you want to sit, work on a laptop, you know, you can plug in, charge your phones, your electronics, whatever. It's a really good setup. And then you've also got your two seats back here. And I will kind of show you. You've also got a little built-in table here that's going to swivel around for you. Pops in there real good. You know, like I said, it moves around. You can spin this seat around and everything. It's a good setup there. But for now, we will take this off, and it just lives back here, so it's out of the way, so it's not going to hurt anything. And kind of since we're in this area, you know, I'm going to talk about these windows. So nice thing on these is these are an actual true dual pane window. You know, most vans are just going to have that single glass. This actually has a separated layer in the middle that is going to keep the heat or cold air in or out, whichever you want. Really cool setup on the blinds. So you've got a top that's a bug screen. You've got a bottom that's actually like your blackout shade. They'll actually mate together. You can pull them around together, separate them. Pretty cool. It's a really good setup there. So that kind of gets me up into here. You do have a TV, so that'll be on a little arm. You can swing it around, you know, manipulate it for your best angle in your view. Also, really big thing on these is going to be your cabinetry. So on these, they are using the Technoform cabinets. So these are one of the few things that Winnebago actually outsources that they don't make themselves. So these guys traditionally come from a European yacht maker. So the whole thing with them is they're super light, don't won't absorb water, super moisture resistant. Really good stuff. Like I said, you know, traditionally they're used in yachts for those very same reasons. So that's why they work good in RVs. Then kind of moving back into here, you know, you're getting the nice solid Corian countertops. So they look pretty, you know, they're not going to burn or melt if you happen to set a pot or something hot on it. Got a nice little extension there to give you some room, set some things if you're washing dishes, whatever. Nice stainless sink. So, you know, everybody's seen those other ones that have the plastic sinks, and, you know, you can imagine the how much better the stainless is going to work over something that's plastic. Kind of since we're here, all your control panels are all easily located. They're all together, so you're not looking up and down the unit trying to find, you know, which does what and all that stuff. So, you know, you've got your tank heating, your LP control. This is also going to have a 1000-watt Pearson inverter, so that's your inverter switch. This is going to be for your Truma. So Truma is going to be your hot water and your heating. It's the Truma Combi, so it's all one unit. It works super good. This is going to be your generator control, so you can start, stop it. It's going to have your hours, all that stuff. It's also going to have your tank leveling gauges and everything on here. So when you're driving and wondering, hey, do we need to stop, you know, dump our tanks, whatever it may be, real good setup to check that. Also your power controller there. You will have solar. So solar's on top. It's always going to be trickle charging your house batteries. These Travatos are going to have the 2 Group 31 AGM batteries. So nice big battery, no maintenance. You don't have to worry about it. Like I said, solar's always charging it. So it's going to work really good for you. Getting over into more of the kitchen area. Again, you've got more of those Technoform cabinets, you know, solid plywood. Real good setup, super smooth, full extension. You know, you're not having to dig back there trying to get to that something that may be, you know, on the back end of the drawer. Also got a little spot here, so could be a great spot for a trash can. You can see this little housing here. That's going to be for your water filter. So, you know, filter all your house water, which is always good nowadays. Little double burner stove. You know, still running propane, so that's going to do the job for any kind of small cooking you may want to do. And then it's got the cover, so if you're not cooking, it gives you more counter space to place items, things like that. You got the nice baskets, you got some power, good water pump here, so, you know, right next to the bathroom. That's going to allow you to have a little extra pressure if you don't have enough pressure just running off the hose, which you typically would. But kind of getting into the bathroom, you know, again, stainless sink, stainless fixture there. Again, being a B van, it is a wet bath, so, you know, kind of the whole thing is you are showering in the same area that you do have to, you know, use the toilet if you are using it, but, you know, nothing new to the van life. So, but good towel rack, a little bit of storage. You've actually got a little fan as well, so if it gets too foggy, you know, you can suck that air out into there. And really cool kind of unique system for their door there. So that slides around. It's actually magnetized here so that when that connects, it's going to have a good connection to keep it closed, minimize rattles, you know, all those good things there. Kind of spinning you around, this is going to be your refrigerator and microwave. You know, standard microwave. This is going to be a nice 12-volt compressor-driven fridge. So if you, you know, if you're at altitude, you know, those propane fridges, sometimes that propane likes to act up. So no issues with that. Again, being compressor-driven, it's going to be more convenient. Cools off faster. Just in general, it's going to work better than the old style. Also do have a nice freezer here. You know, actual good division, big enough you could stash some ice cream, things like that in there. So good setup there. And something that's really cool on these is, you know, no floor venting in the floor. So all your heating is going to be side heat there. So you're not, you know, tracking dirt and dust into those vents and stuff. It's going to be in the wall. Then that kind of leads me back to the bed area here. So you've got some nice cabinets, lots of deep storage in there. Something cool that they do is they actually do a spring hinge also with the locking mechanism. So most guys are just going to use the little cheap locking mechanism and pray that when you take that corner a little hard, all your stuff doesn't fly out. This has kind of a double system to help keep that door closed, keep all your goodies where they're supposed to be. And then it kind of comes back to our bed. So right now the bed is flipped up, gives you great storage here. So if you do have some bigger items, you know, bikes, dog kennels, whatever it may be, you do have some good floor space. Lots of good kind of storage pockets here for all the little knickknacks. Actual good storage underneath here. You know, basically any kind of nook and cranny, they're trying to, you know, maximize that to actually carry some stuff. Everybody knows on a van, you know, that's kind of the toughest thing is having space for things. So, but with that, get you back to the bed. So you can see here, this is kind of the stowed position. It's got the nice little safety strap here. You're gonna pop that down. This is gonna drop down for you. Kick that out a little bit. And that's gonna be your bed there. So this is actually a Winnebago wind sleep system. So they literally make these mattresses. It's gonna be a dual layer, high density foam. So compared to like your normal RV mattress, it is really nice. All right, so we're on the back side now. So again, you know, you've got that nice dual pane window there. You can open that up, have some nice ventilation right next to the bed. Then you get back to the back door here, you've actually got a secondary bug net. So just like the big door on the front, you know, you can have the doors open, keep this net down, keep all the mosquitoes and all those things out, so you can enjoy the weather. And they got a pretty good setup back here. So you do have a little closet here. Just, you know, maybe a good spot to store your hoses, things like that. That'll close. This is going to be your little outside shower sprayer here. So that's awesome because what they actually have on this is in the doors here, there's actually two little spots right here, and it goes across that. You can have a rod that goes across, and this whole area becomes an outside shower. So that's kind of where that shower sprayer comes in. Obviously you can see here, you do have the kind of the blackout shades back here. So, you know, you can block the view, keeps a little of the insulation in as well. And then that brings us over to kind of your water system here. So outside hot and cold shower here, that's where you would plug in that little head, gives you the hot and cold option. Real good diagrams on whatever style camping you're doing. So, you know, it's color coded. Just turn the knob to match the little setup there, and that'll do everything you need. You got your fresh water, you got your black tank flush, so it does have the flush on there, so you can clean that out. Yeah, so it makes a real good setup. And since we're here, you know, up top there, that's where that backup camera is going to be. You got your little digital TV antenna, so that's going to give you TV signal, you know, for whatever your local channels are if you're not, you know, running off a hotspot or something. This will have 3,500 pounds of towing, so You could do, you know, bring a little bike, trailer, boat, whatever you want to do there. And then they also do have a nice little quick propane port. So if you did have a little outside grill, just snap that in. That's going to run off the house tanks. Good setup. And kind of closing the doors here. Something that's really cool that they do is this roof access ladder. So it does have more of a permanent mount, but it's designed that you can actually pull it off, walk around the unit, and it snaps into the rack up top. So you're not strictly limited to climbing up the top, you know, tiptoeing all the way down to the front or whatever it is. You literally stick it up where you need it to go. That way you're just, you know, hand grabbing and fixing while you're still on the ladder. It does have a cool little lock here. So even though it is, you know, bolt on, it is going to keep somebody from just wanting to walk off with it if they decided they wanted to. And then on the other side here, depending on how you get it, this one is outfitted with the bike rack. So, you know, that would open up your receiver if you don't want to have to do the bike rack and the receiver, stuff like that. And they've got a couple options for that. This one, that's how that was outfitted. All right, guys. Well, this is wrapping up this video here on the new 2023 Winnebago Travato 59G. Again, my name's Clint Tompkins. I'm out at the Rockwall location. If you have any questions, please, we'd love to have you come out. We've got a huge selection, lots of colors. Any questions you have, if you want to test drive one, you know, there's nothing like climbing in this and poking and prodding and to, you know, see what it's really all about. So we'd love you to come out. Hope to see you soon. Thanks for your time.